The G20 Empowerment of Women Working Group's partner, Tshwane University of Technology, says research indicates that women across the globe struggle to get funding for their businesses.
And we also have observed as researchers that there is an unspoken divide and rule globally. So white women may get a little bit more credit than black women. European women may get a little bit more credit than Asian women, more banking resources and so on. But the common thread globally is that it is harder for women to get loans, to be trusted with loans. It is harder for women to get into the economic levers of their countries.
Kumo Musatupa, owner of a logistic company, confirms their struggle and the red tape they face.
I have applied for funding in various government institutions. We'd probably get feedback. The turnaround time is too long. You'd only get feedback after a year or so, and it would be negative. Age is also a contributing factor. I'm 40 now, so I'm just above youth. So I don't qualify in most of these fundings.
The second day of the conference looked at non-compliance as another obstacle for businesses.
We've been operating for 8 years, and only now are we being exposed to the funding opportunities that are available for entrepreneurs. I mean, when we started operating, people would say you're a black woman in business, you know, there's so much funding for you out there. And we didn't understand what that meant because we lacked information. So now that we're exposed to different enterprise development programs, they usually take us through those processes.
Honestly, when I started to be in this program, I was not doing the record keeping, and I had like a lot of businesses into one umbrella. So there was one that was not making money. It was actually taking money from other businesses. So after I attended the program, then I realized, oh no man, this business is not making money. So it's where I saw this I need to kill, this I need to focus more on. That's why now I'm focusing more on this one because of the education that I got from the program.
G20 member states then attended the technical meeting on Thursday and Friday to focus on the task team report on unpaid and paid domestic work, financial inclusion of women, and gender-based violence and femicide. These discussions will pave the way for the proposals made to G20 member presidencies, which might influence their state policies.
We decided to dissect the priority on financial inclusion because this technical committee and technical team which is going to sit in the coming 2 days will be looking at that with the aim of starting to draft the declaration that will be adopted by the ministers at the end of the year, that is in November. And of course, they will be looking at some of the things that were raised by different speakers during the conference that I said we held last 2 days.
The working group is expected to hand over a report to the presidency in October ahead of the G20 Leaders Summit in November. Tebogo Phakedi, SABC News, Rustenburg.